the top, you've seen him on the show before, Dr. Michael Webster. He is our Associate Vice Chancellor for Workforce Instruction. And Mike, you always say it's great when you get here on our shows because you're always talking about something exciting. And we've had a program that's been going on that's very exciting right now.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Todd. And you sure enough, this great opportunity for students. And I'm always excited to be on because you have these artists. And I figure if I'm running workforce and I'm just as exciting as the artist, that's a good thing.
It is a good thing. And the thing about it is, if you haven't heard yet, we mention it just about every day on the show, but HCC has a program called Fast Track Training. And Mike, maybe you could tell us more about this program because it gets people into the workforce quickly and their tuition can be paid for.
That's right. You know, people are still hurting. They're coming back to work or trying to get back to work because of the pandemic. So we've got some training that we pulled out of our large inventory that are 6 to 8 week training, short term. And yeah, there's plenty of money out there for them to get free tuition.
You mentioned short-term programs, 6 weeks, 12 weeks. Is cybersecurity one of the longer-term programs? How long should you plan on, if you want to say enroll in the cybersecurity through Fast Track? How long should you plan to be in studying for that before you get out into the workforce?
You know, within about 16 weeks, you can get a really good job, but you can continue to get more education and get a better job. And that's kind of my mantra: get trained, get a job, get more training, get a better job, and just keep it going. And cybersecurity is definitely one of those fields.
And Fast Track, not only Fast Track to get into the workforce, but like you mentioned, Fast Track, I guess, to get stackable credits or degrees or certifications that you could come back to HCC and build upon in the future. And this goes for cyber training and other programs.
Yeah, for sure. You know, if you turn on the TV right now, any of your HVAC or AC companies, they'll have a now hiring at the top, as well as trying to advertise their own company. So we've got a program. It's Fast Track air conditioning. We actually offer it in both English and Spanish. And it's a one that they can get into and then continue on and become a technician later on.
Some people may have a question of, I'm in the workforce now. I've got, I am making money, but I want to make more money, or my job now just isn't that stable. Will I qualify for these programs? Are there qualifications? Can anyone sign up? And how does that work?
Yeah, so, some of these do require it, and specifically the health sciences are going to have some requirements. But for the most part, most of these fast track programs, anybody can get into them without too much difficulty. And I also want to add that we have some resources available for things like childcare. So if you need a place, if you need to get your child in daycare while you're taking your classes, there's money available for that as well.
We talked about cybersecurity. You mentioned AC, heating and cooling, learning it all really to get out there and get to work. But what are some of the other trades they may look at? I know there's welding and logistics. What are some of the others they can peruse on this website?
Yeah, so plumbing's one, scaffolding is another great one, electrical, drywall, pipe fitting, sheet metal. And then we've got some medical billing and coding and as people are getting back to work, they're putting their students, as I said, or their kids in daycare. Childcare associates is one that we're also promoting.
If they go to one website, they can look at over all the programs. How does it work? What's the first step?
So if you go to hccs.edu/fast-track, you'll find all of these programs. There's a short form to fill out, and that's where you start. Somebody will be contacting you almost as soon as you fill it out.
When they contact you, do you then have to fill out FAFSA, get enrolled into HCC? Will you follow the normal steps as most students would as well?
For these programs, the enrollment form is quite short. Depending on the funding source for the free tuition, you might have to do a FAFSA, but outside of that, probably within 30 minutes, you'll be able to register.
There's a lot out there for you, folks. If you're looking for a better job, looking for a new job, maybe you've been your hours have been cut because of COVID. One website for you to visit, it's hccs.edu/fast-track. Visit there today and get a load of all these programs. There's a lot of them. Mike Webster, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Todd. I appreciate it.